That's pretty incredible. Even from prison, he still tried to find a way to influence witnesses from prison. But here's the latest news from Sean Combs. This is from reading from the pages online from Forbes magazine. So this is going to be quite a read, folks, so bear with me, please. Prosecutors claim Diddy tried to influence witnesses from prison. Here's the latest Sean Combs news. And this is from, like I said, from Forbes. It started here from Sean Diddy Combs had attempted to contact witnesses and influence public opinion to sway potential jurors for his upcoming trial on sex trafficking and prostitute charges, including enlisting his children to post videos on social media. Prosecutors alleges in his new court filing. This is why they want to keep it behind bars. This is exactly why. Even behind bars, he's still trying to exact his influence to possible eyewitnesses who might be testifying against him in the up-and-coming trial next year. But this is why do I keep it behind bars? Like, if he's just trying to influence from behind bars, do you know how much damage he might do if he's allowed to be free on bail? Imagine that. I don't care how much supervision. He'll find a way. He'll find a way. So check this out. This is from November 15th. In a filing opposing Combs' request to be released on bail for the third or fourth time, this is from last week, prosecutors claim that Combs has attempted to corruptly influence witness testimony by asking his family members to reach out to victims and potential witnesses and create narratives to affect their opinion, while also asking his children to post a video on social media in celebration of his birthday, ensuring the video has his desired effect on potential jury members in the case. Wow. Yep. Like I said, even behind prison walls, he tried to find a way to exert his influence in that way, being more in his favor. But I have a gut feeling that will not be the case. That's from the 15th. November 12th. In the downfall of Diddy, inside the Freakoffs, Ray J claims high-profile celebrities are reaching out to victims and offering them money in exchange for avoiding any public exposure. In other words, they tried by their silence. An inspiring songwriter, Tanea Wallace, described her experience at a 2018 party where she said she saw minors dress up like, what the? Harajuku Barbies, red lipstick, looking realistic. Ooh. In other words, they sexualize these minors. That is sick. That is sick. That is sick. Dude, we gotta get the trial going, get the eyewitnesses quick. November 8th. Combs' attorney again requests the moguls to be released on bail with a $50 million bond with a laundry list of new conditions. So basically they add something new to it, which ain't gonna work, including home detention in Miami and New York, security lockdown, no internet access. Yeah, right. Please. You have internet access if you know how to get it. Please. Which is scheduled to be heard in a hearing November 22nd. They try to go for it yet again, and I hope to say no. Then, forward. November 4th. In a video posted by his son, Combs spoke to his children on the phone on the 55th birthday Monday and said, I can't wait to see y'all. That's why I say I'm proud of you all, especially the girls. I mean, you all just being strong. No comment there. November 3rd, Combs' lawyer sent a letter to U.S. District Judge Arun. What the heck type of name is that? I believe the name I think is Arun. Seriously, A plus run. I'm not lying. I'm going to show you the copy of the link that you see what I'm talking about. Is Arun Sabramian? You pronounce it later yourself because that's a tough name. Asking he placed all the potential witnesses under a gag order until federal trial scheduled for May, claiming a deluge of improper pre-trial publicity that's underlying Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial. The request came after offended Combs' late girlfriend, Kim Porter, spoke outside a courthouse in Manhattan, saying that he'll testify before a grand jury and has footage of Combs raping and essaying several people, including minors. I think I know what that is. And that's what it is. I think that If I can find it, I'll link that one up too. October 31st, Ty DeCloris, John Legend's manager, wrote in a New York Times piece that she herself experienced a terrifying situation in which she said she was locked in a bedroom while attending a party hosted by Combs in St. Bart's in the late 1990s and managed to talk her way out of what she assumed was an abnormal experience, but later realized what happened that night was not aberration. It was an indicator of a pervasive culture in the music industry. Basically, yeah, you gotta give up the goods if you want to go far. How terrifying is that? October 28th, federal authorities said that they carry out interagency operation at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where Combs is awaiting trial, but did not provide specific details about what was done inside the facility, which has been target of rapid criticism from the Combs team and the location of several crimes in recent months, including murder for hire and stabbing deaths of 2 inmates. So yeah, the place is not exactly a friendly place, but it's a prison. What do you think's gonna be? It's not gonna be no Club Med. October 25th, in a letter submitted by the court Friday, Combs' attorneys requested a gag order to be implemented for all federal officials involved in this case, specifically citing New York Post article that quotes a federal law enforcement source who was involved in the investigation as proof of the Department of Homeland Security is purposely interfering with Combs' right to a fair trial. In October, Combs' legal team claimed that DHS leaked an incriminating video on Combs on CNN, which the agency denied. A judge later called, quotes, in articles plainly improper, but rejected the gag order request. So basically, he tried to have that shut down, and it didn't work. October 22nd, two of Combs' 7 children, Quincy Brown, Combs' adopted 33-year-old son, and Chance Combs, his 18-year-old daughter. Chance, a girl's name? With Sarah Chapman, made a joint post on Instagram calling the last month devastating for their family and defending their father for what they call accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's go, no comment on there. October 15th, Combs returns to Instagram for the first time since his arrest in September with a post marking the 2nd birthday of his youngest daughter named Love Sean Combs. He previously deleted every post on his social media account as allegations piled up against him, but he had posted a total of 3 times since July, each time with photos of his kids. He tried to look like a family guy, real harmless. October 11th, as U.S. Appeals Court referred Combs' latest request for bail to a panel of 3 judges, but ruled he will remain behind bars until a decision is made. Further back, October 10th, Combs appeared to be in court for the first time since his arrest, where a trial date of May 5th. Keep that in mind, folks. Keep that day in mind. Election changes May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. Wild. Was set for him to face federal charges on racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. October 9th, Combs' team filed a memo alleging that the Department of Homeland Security leaked surveillance video that showed him abusing his ex-girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura, though prosecutors has denied the allegations and said they did not obtain that video until it was made public on CNN. So you better have a talk with CNN, Diddy. October 8th, lawyers of Combs filed paperwork asking he to be allowed to await trial outside the Metropolitan Detention Center where he resides, claiming the initial decision to deny him bail was unfairly distorted by the attention on the case. The initial judge, who has since been replaced, ruled Combs should stay in jail so he can't use his money and influence to interfere in the government's case against him. Facts. Facts. That's true. It's not like you deal with one person in terms of PDiddy. You got a whole criminal organization. He has money, power, connections, influence. Yeah. Be warned. October 6th, Janet Small Combs, Sean Combs' mother, said in a statement through her family's attorney that she is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against her son, adding those accusing him of misconduct are seeking financial gain, and likened Combs to many individuals who have been wrongfully convicted due to their past actions and mistakes. Though she said Combs may not be entirely truthful while denying assault allegations raised by ex-girlfriend Ventura. I'm sorry, that video of him beating the brakes off of Cassie does not make him look good. I don't care what he says. That video alone is one of the big ones that are pretty much going to bury him. September 30th, lawyers for Combs filed a notice asking Second Circuit Court of Appeals in the Southern District of New York to overturn the decision to hold him in prison while he awaits trial. A choice judge, Andrew Carter, made citing concerns Combs had alleged tampered with witnesses who had been contacted as part of the investigation against him. The request was not granted. September 28th, a document was released for streaming on Tubi featured, I gotta find that. Featured in an interview with Combs' lawyer, Marcus Agnifilino, who addressed a leaked surveillance video of Combs shoving and kicking ex-girlfriend Ventura, in which he called an indictment a takedown for a successful black man, and said he doesn't expect Combs to accept a plea bargain. Come on, it's on video him beating the brakes off of Cassie, for heaven's sakes. What more do you want? September 24th, Combs is sharing a unit with disgraced Bankman-Fried at the Metropolitan Detention Center, according to the New York Times. As former crypto mogul, I'm gonna be careful because I'm in crypto now, serves out a 25-year sentence in prison for accounts of conspiracy, fraud, and money laundering, linked to a scheme that lost former FTX customers and lenders several billion dollars. Ooh, boy, that's a lot of money. Several $1 billion? I imagine guys losing their sleep for losing millions of dollars, but billions? Wow. September 18th, Combs' lawyers cited horrific conditions at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, in a request for a bail which included $50 million bail bond offer, GPS monitoring, and strict limitations on visitors, was denied by U.S. District Judge Andrew Carter, who said the conditions weren't enough to ensure the safety of the community. Facts. Because so far what I've read so far, Diddy is a very, very, very dangerous man. I'm being serious. September 17th, a federal court in Manhattan unsealed charges against Combs for racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution, alleging he abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. Okay. September 16th, Combs was arrested in Manhattan after being indicted by a grand jury. Yeah, I remember that. I believe there's a lot of stuff in there that I'm not sure I could link them all. I could try, but that's a lot. Some sources told CNN federal investigators was getting close to the filing charge against Combs that the plaintiffs who filed individual several lawsuits against him had been interviewed as part of the case. To keep in mind, there's over 100 plus people, and Lord knows how many more are going to be file lawsuits or be testifying against Diddy. So there's going to be a lot of people going after Diddy. A lot. Federal agents raided Diddy's home. Okay, this is from September 16th. That's where he got arrested in Manhattan for being indicted for the grand jury. May 29th, we jumped way further back. CNN sources told CNN that federal investigators were getting close to filing charges against Combs, and that plaintiffs had filed individual civil lawsuits against him that had been interviewed as part of the case. And this is going back in May. This is back in May. Now we go further back more. March 25th. This is where he showed the writing on the wall. March 25th, federal agents raided Combs' homes in Florida and California in relation to the federal sex trafficking investigation. Yeah, okay. The moment that two residences got raided by Homeland Security, not just the cops, but Homeland Security, yeah, you woke up the government dragon and he's coming after you. And last but not least, for the moment, November 2023, a $30 million lawsuit filed by Ventura kicked off a series of criminal complaints against Combs that had included rape, essay, sex trafficking, and other claims. Woo! See all the allegations here. That's too long for me to go. But long story short, though, this is a very long laundry list of, things that facing Diddy right now, coming up on May 5th. And it's going to be something else. You think this year was something? I have a gut feeling once those tapes are revealed and testimony of other people, if he's lucky, he might get 20 years if he's lucky. There's no way he can serve under 20 years. Unless he can pull some type of Houdini, which I don't know if it's sure Houdini would pull. If he serves 20 years, bare minimum. Bare minimum. But folks, what do you think about this? I got provided links and all that. And tell me what's your thoughts on it. Peace.